All right, a former global policy director for Meta told the Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday that executives at the social media giant were willing to undermine national security to build a censored version of Facebook for the Chinese market. Sarah Wynne Williams, who worked on a team that handled China policy issues, said Meta created a censorship program in 2015 that would allow China's ruling Communist Party to oversee content and silence opposition. Take a listen to some of her remarks.
I saw Meta executives repeatedly undermine U.S. national security and betray American values. They did these things in secret to win favor with Beijing and build an $18 billion business in China. We are engaged in a high-stakes AI arms race against China. And during my time at Meta, company executives lied about what they were doing with the Chinese Communist Party to employees, shareholders, Congress, and the American public. Mark Zuckerberg pledged himself a free speech champion. Yet I witnessed Meta work hand in glove with the Chinese Communist Party to construct and test custom-built censorship tools that silenced and censored their critics.
Whoa. A Meta spokesperson called Wynne Williams' testimony divorced from reality.
I would tell you, though, Jen Psaki, if you look at past history, it doesn't seem so divorced from reality. I remember... and of course, she's out there testifying before Congress. I find it hard to believe she'd go out of her way to testify to Congress, to lie in front of Congress, especially when we have stories that in 2016 there were higher ups at Facebook that kept saying Facebook is being used and spreading Russian disinformation across the United States to have an impact on the election. And Sheryl Sandberg went and reportedly yelled at this person for reporting that back to the board. I mean, we have one incident after another, just showing bad faith from Meta executives over the past decade or so.
First of all, anytime, and Jen Palmieri can confirm this with me, anytime a statement starts with that person is divorced from reality, you know that they don't have the information to dismantle what the argument is. And that is what is very clear in how they responded. And to your point, as I was listening to her talk and just reading the coverage, Joe, this is, of course, it's not surprising. This was 2015. It was around the same time, as you just said, that they were allowing a range of disinformation, not even from paid media, but from just organic media from Russian bots to travel all across the country, influencing the outcome of the 2016 election. So, of course, it's not surprising. But the other thing I was thinking about as I was listening to her is something you kind of touched on earlier, which is the message that you hear Steve Bannon deliver, and even Ted Cruz, dare I say. I have a point here, I promise. They are people who are very critical of the lack of accountability of the tech industry. That is also something that is happening among many Democrats. There could be sort of a strange alignment, strange set of bedfellows, as they say here, that could say, finally, enough is enough. And we'll see. But that kind of testimony is something that prompts that sort of conversation.
Well, yeah, and that's a great point, because I'll tell you, Mika, one of the first people out defending her testimony yesterday, Josh Hawley. Well, there are Republicans and Democrats who understand how dangerous this is.
How important this issue is.